Hello, everyone. It's UPB here from OptionMillionaires.com. Tomorrow is Options Expiration Day. It's a great time of the month. The weeklies expire every week, but the monthlies only expire once a month. And you're looking at the time when the monthlies expire. That'll be tomorrow. It's almost like going to Walmart and finding everything half off because the options that expire tomorrow are going to be cheap. And if you can get a stock that you think is going to move considerably higher or lower, and you buy the option for it, you stand to make a lot of money. Uh, Now, if you get into a stock, you think it's going to make a move higher, and it goes lower, even modestly lower, you'll probably lose it all. So it's a high risk trade. Let me say it again, high risk. Uh, so don't do this at home. But if you decide to, here's a couple decent trades for you in a little bit. I just wanted to tell you the futures are down and the dollar's up a third of a percent. The dollar's really what we've been watching because sometimes the stocks, the market will be higher and the dollar will be higher, and something's got to give. And it's been stocks the last couple of weeks. So right now with the U.S. dollar up a third of a percent, the futures may drift even lower, which will change my outlook for some of these option trades. I just wanted to point something out too. If you're looking at the chart, this is the S&P futures, S&P 500 futures, and this is what I was looking at this morning. The Philly Fed came out, and stocks crumbled, and then they ripped higher past the Philly Fed number, and then this is the line. It's very simple. I mean, you could draw a simple support line, uh, and it could really make a world of difference if you're just looking to hold on to a position or thinking about selling and not knowing what to do. Because you could look here, we had a high, a lower high, and another lower high on each rip off of this support line, and then we finally broke. So once we broke, say we hit down here, that was it. All bets were off. And we actually fell back down and we came back if you draw this line across. So that support line really, uh, it was meaningful. Support lines are really one of the most basic fundamental aspects of charting. And that's a lot of what I do, just watching support, resistance, etc., etc. So that's just a quick example. Let me get into the option trades before you guys fall asleep because it's past my bedtime again. Uh, I just wanted to bring up another point too with the monthly options that a lot of the big stocks will likely peg at a specific number. For instance, Apple, which is at 530 now, almost exactly. That's what it closed at. It's probably going to close at 525, 520, 530, 535, etc. Right at a strike. Same with Google. And if you look at the options for the SPY, the 130 strike has the highest volume and the highest open interest for the puts. So a lot of option traders are taking a position in the 130 strike. If it does close there, obviously they're not going to make any money off it. But if it gets there, within an hour or two of trading, they can get out and make a nice profit. So just wanted to bring that up. That the options are saying there's a good chance we'll at least see 130, or the people who are trading the options will see 130 on the SPY, which is a nice dip still from the close. We closed at about 130.89, so to be about 0.75% drop. Let me go to Apple because Apple's options are just so insanely priced. It's so difficult to trade. But options expiration day, where the premiums are almost zero, uh, it's a great time to take a chance on Apple. But the problem is, with the way the market's been the last, 7 to 10 trading days, you're going to have to wait. Wait, 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 wait. If you're deciding to get into Apple options that expire tomorrow, you, I would wait. Uh, Wait until at least lunchtime because the market by then will know what's going to, I mean, you're going to pay still, even if it's at 530 now, I mean, you're going to still pay a couple dollars for the 530 puts or calls because it's going to factor in probably a 2% move. Actually, I can look now real quick and tell you exactly. So you don't really want to be jumping in right away. Uh, Let me scroll down and I'll do the 530s. Okay, the 530s. What am I doing? No, I'm in the wrong date. That's why I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on here? Oh yeah, it's not even close. You don't even want to be touching these. The 530 calls are going for $4.70. Uh, so that's a 1% move. And the 530 puts are going for almost the same price. So it's pricing in almost a 1% move in either direction. And once it goes one way or the other, those premiums will drop significantly. So you want to be waiting, and hopefully we get a dip tomorrow, and then you could buy that dip possibly. But Apple looked really weak today. Even the stick save yesterday near the close, it really was meaningless. I think I covered that in my update. It was kind of just like, oh, somebody comes out and says, oh, it's a strong company. They sell the iPhone. Did you know that? And the stock goes up, a nice 1% rip to the last 20 minutes of trade. But that's where you have to really watch yourself, especially on the day options expire. Once you get that profit, you got to watch it closely. You never know what's going to happen. So yeah, Apple, wait, 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 wait. But I think throw $50 at it, say at about 1 o'clock, if looking to make a big profit, Apple will move. We know that either up or down. And if I go to my chart, let me go to my chart real quick again. Uh, the moving averages are really they're all bunched up, which usually means there's a sharp move coming. Now they bunched up really when it was at 560, 565, but they're still kind of bunched up, and this decline is still it's still in it still could go a lot further. And I posted my updates this weekend. I started this weekend. I said 430 is a possibility, just like the cascading drop on SPY could bring us to 122, 123. But that's another day. We'll talk about that. Let me go to another stock, Visa. Visa was down 2% today, and the support is there. 115, first of all. We know the round numbers. Everybody likes those. So it's got solid support there. You draw a line across on a 115 line, there's a lot of support. And those options for the 115 strike is a strike I would look to get into. There were 80 for the call side. That's what I would be looking to get into. The 115 calls, I'm sure at the open, if Visa just opens flat, those calls will probably be had for 65, 70 cents. And so you might as well just wait a little bit. Don't get itchy fingers. Just sit on them and see what's going on with the rest of the market. And I think Visa, if it bounces, 1%, that's $1.50. And those 75, 80, even 70 or 65-cent calls that you get will be at least a double. So that's a nice trade. Just make sure you sell before the close because they'll be in the money. And if you get one contract, that's $11,500. No, it's more than that. Wait. Well, I'll have to do the math. I think it's $115,000 you'd have to come up with. Yeah, that makes sense. 10 shares would be 11,000. No, I'm wrong. Well, anyway, it's late. My brain is fried. It's been a long day. Finally, this is my trade tomorrow. This is the one I'm pretty sure I'm going to get into. USO. USO tracks uh, oil, and the US dollar is up. So really, you got to look at the dollar. You got to look at a lot of factors, but it's definitely sitting at some nice support. This support was formerly resistance back last summer, and I feel really comfortable taking a chance on this one. Absolutely. USO to $35 calls closed at 25 cents by 26 cents. So you could have got some at 26 cents at the close. I think we'll be able to do a little better than that. Hopefully the dollar's still up tomorrow. USO opens at 34.78, 34.85 or something like that. And we get in at about 12 to 15 cents. Get 5 of those for $75. And if the USO rips higher, 3 to 5%, which we might get if the US dollar finally falls to pieces on some sort of QE 3, 4, 5 rumor or whatever is going to ramp the stock market and trash the dollar, USO could definitely pop. So this would be my secret trade for tomorrow. You heard it here first, but don't tell everyone. Okay, keep it a secret. So I think that's it. We have Apple. Wait, wait, wait. We have we have Visa 115 calls. They close at 80 cents. And we have USO. USO $35 calls were 25 by 26. Obviously, these prices are kind of meaningless tomorrow. They're just something to go by, a guide. But depending on where the dollar is and futures are in the morning, right now we're flat. And the US dollar is up almost a third of a percent. So those are three decent trades, I think, for you. And also keep in mind the SPY, the option traders have a lot of volume and open interest at 130, which is almost 3/4% lower than we closed today. So thanks again for listening. Good luck tomorrow. Got any questions? Ask me in the chat room, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.